Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, we want to look at Bitcoin, and not just Bitcoin. We want to take a look at the Bitcoin valuations of our favorite altcoins. And there are many, many altcoins that people follow. One way I try to follow them is in a general sense, using things like Bitcoin dominance, and also total 2 divided by the BLX, which does what you kind of think it is. It essentially takes the entire market cap of all coins and divides it by the price of Bitcoin. And from there, we can get a rough idea on how much the total cryptocurrency altcoin market cap is worth in Bitcoin. And this also kind of gives us another view of the Bitcoin dominance chart. Essentially, it would be essentially it's inverse. It's an inverse chart. But let's dive right into it, right? Okay, so with Bitcoin, Bitcoin's up today. It's up 0.5%. It's up 4.5% for the week. For the past 3 weeks, if we include today, we are up 33% against from the bottom, from the local bottom. That local bottom came to a $32,901 Bitcoin, and seems like this is at least at the very least a weak bounce. We don't know how strong this bounce is. We have yet to get back above the 20-week moving average, but we are bouncing nonetheless. So that's something to take into consideration. Altcoins are also doing fairly well today. Ethereum is up 2%. Chainlink's up almost 1%. Aave's up 1%, etc. It's a green day for altcoins at the very least. Having said that, our Bitcoin dominance chart, we're down for this week, down a percent, like 1 percentage point. So not even a percentage point, 0.01 percentage point. So keep that in mind that the moves today are not quite affecting Bitcoin dominance, which is fine. Like this is obviously we're a lot higher than we were back in January, but we're not quite moving up to the top of the line here, which is quite interesting. So it's gonna be an interesting couple months to see how this all plays out. My initial instinct here is that Bitcoin will outpace the market, whether that's if it's falling or rising. And Bitcoin dominance will begin to rise, preferably, or where I think it would be is around 45% dominance around this yellow line here. But we could take a look at total 2 divided by the BLX, and this kind of gives us a different story, right? Um, so this is total 2 divided by the BLX. And one thing to keep in mind is how well, um, compared to the last cycle, I would say, how well altcoins are holding up their Bitcoin valuations against Bitcoin, right? A lot better than here, where we saw massive rises and sharp drops, and massive rises and then sharp drops. We are experiencing almost sideways movement, suffering minimal losses against Bitcoin's valuation. Right, this drop here that we experienced was only 9.82% compared to these, which were 55 and 58. And this is the most interesting part of what's going on here, where this kind of shows me I don't think we're not quite done yet. Altcoins seem to be too strong uh, in this situation, where if it was the end of the cycle, then altcoins would be the first ones out the door. In most cases, they would be first ones out the door, but they're not. And so, for that reason, I think we're still in the game here. When we look at what's happening here, if we don't quite make it back down to the bottom here, we just kind of scroll up and break through. I think that's essentially for altcoins. The next step for them is that this ceiling of 40% back on Bitcoin dominance and essentially 28.1718 million Bitcoin is the kind of the goal to break here. And when it does, altcoins have a very bright future ahead of them, at least for this cycle. Problem is Bitcoin's not doing very well. But this could be the moment if Bitcoin's able to bounce back above the 20-week moving average, it kind of stabilize a bull market, then we could definitely consider that happening. Anyway, that's all for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.